So what's going on, guys? So today I am the convocation speaker for James Sprung Early College, and basically what that is, I'm bringing in the new year with a little speech. In addition to that, me and my good friend Tahj will be giving away 7 gift baskets to the bus droppers of DuPont Early College. And in those gift baskets include candles, custom mugs made by Kaylee Decals, and $250. I'm super excited to see their reactions. Let's get into it. All right, I'm gone.
Fellow Mavericks and guests, I present Mr. Jalen Wallace Mathis. Let's give him a round of applause.
Every one of us is standing at the crossroads, and the path you choose can shape the rest of your life. But here's the truth. It's not just about making that choice once. It's about dedicating yourself to it and investing in the future you want to live in. Good morning, Mavericks.
Good morning.
It's an honor to be here. I'm not here to give you a list of quotes you'll forget by next week. I'm here to give you my truth. When I was 16, I lost my brother. He was only 20 years old. We grew up in the same environment, felt the same pressures, and saw the same things. In my community, it often felt like the streets were the only path, or you aren't chasing sports or school. The streets are loud. They take more than what you get on what they give. My brother got caught in that trap. And when I lost him, I realized something. If I stayed on autopilot, if I followed what was normal, I could end up in the same place. That was my first crossroads. I decided to choose another path, one that could honor my brother, protect my future, and open doors for the next generation. But here's the thing. Choosing your path once isn't enough. You have to dedicate yourself to it every day, even when it's hard, even when the distractions are loud, even when nobody's watching. Dedication is what turns dreams into a reality. And when I talk about investing, I'm not just talking about money or the stock market. I'm talking about investing in people, in their potential, in their growth, in their dreams. Because the truth is, some of the greatest returns in life don't come from what you put in a bank account. They come from what you pour into another person's life. That kind of investment is powerful because it can change the entire direction of someone's story. I know this because I lived it. It started with my granddad. He couldn't read or write, but he knew the value of hard work. And despite those challenges, he built over $1 million worth of real estate before he passed. But more important than the property was the legacy. He taught me the importance of doing the right thing, keeping my word, and working for something that lasts. When my granddad passed, just a year after my brother, I thought the doors to opportunity was closing. But a month later, I had an opportunity I'll never forget. I was working at the Mad Boar, the restaurant in my hometown, when a man walked in and said, "You look like an NC State man." I laughed it off, but what I didn't realize at that moment was that man wasn't just any customer. He happened to be the owner of the Mad Boar and NC State's biggest donor. That man's name is Mr. Wendell Murphy, the first billionaire in agriculture. And that day, he saw something in me that I didn't yet see in myself. He contacted my manager and told her to have me call him. And just like that, he opened a door I didn't even know existed. He got me into college. Wendell Murphy invested in my future before I fully believed in my own. A year into college, I was facing challenges. My grandmother needed me, and the family business, the legacy my grandfather built, needed my help. So I made a decision to come home, and I went back to the Mad Board to work, and that's when another life-changing encounter happened. I met Bob Johnson, the CEO of House of Rayford, a poultry company that makes about $2.5 billion a year. We started talking, and I asked him for an internship in IT. That internship turned into a full-time job because in my mind, it had to. There was no other option. Bob Johnson, just like Wendell Murphy and my grandfather, invested in me. And because of their belief, I've been able to grow into leadership in IT and be in a position to give back. Maybe not yet on their scale, but enough to start making an impact. That's where Jalen's Bless the Block was born. A back to school event with book bags, free haircuts, and a safe space for the community. It's my way of investing in the future, the same way others invested in me. Because here's what I've learned. None of us can do it on our own. The opportunities I had came from people who saw something in me and chose to water that seed. And now it's my turn to plant seeds for someone else. And it's funny, I had to be honest with you all. When I was your age, I actually didn't want to come here to Dex. I remember sitting in that interview and saying, I don't want to go to this school. Because I thought I wanted the traditional high school experience. But looking back now, that didn't even make sense. Because there's nothing traditional about my story. I thought I was going to be an athlete, and that's laughable now. But what I can say is this, I'm thankful for what Dex gave me. It played a huge role in shaping who I am today. And standing here now, I realize how this place mattered in my journey. So to those of you sitting here wondering if you're missing out by not having a traditional experience, trust me, you're exactly where you need to be. This is your foundation. This is your investment in your future. Because right now, every single one of you is standing at your own crossroads. You can follow the easy path, the one that might feel familiar but leads nowhere, or you can choose the harder, better path, the one that requires dedication and the belief that your future is worth investing in. Choosing your path is step one. Staying dedicated to it, day after day, year after year, is step two. And step three, invest in others along the way, because because your success isn't just about you. It's about what you leave behind for the ones coming after you. So I'll leave you with this. Choose your path, dedicate yourself to it, and invest in yourself, in your future, and in the people around you. Because one day, someone will look back and say, you were the one who believed in them when they couldn't believe in themselves. And before I go, I want to leave you all with something my granddad used to say. It's simple, but it stayed with me my whole entire life. Give me your hand and give God your heart, and you go in peace. Thank you.
And I also want to thank Jalen and Tahj. Oh my goodness. Let's give them a round of applause. Both of these young men truly have a story. When Jalen's brother passed away, Jalen was at the early college, and he was so angry, and we truly understood him. So angry. But Miss Newcomb and I and the teachers embraced Jalen. And we wanted him to know how much we loved him, how much it was okay for him to be upset, and help him navigate his feelings, because we knew that was important. Tahj was another amazing student at the early college as well, and it's just so great to see how the early college has impacted their lives. And so it's important to know that everybody in this building impacts your life in one way or another. It may be for short term or long term, but they are impactful. And so I hope that these two young men are serving as examples to you of what you can be, because guess what? Someday soon, we're going to need you to come back and speak words of encouragement to fellow Mavericks. And I hope that you all will be ready for that.
Good morning again, everyone. On behalf of me and Tahj, we want to take a moment to recognize some very important people in our community, our bus guards. Honestly, we're more than just drivers. Every day, we safely transport our next generation of leaders, innovators,
productive members of our society so they can receive education.
You're often the first and last smile students see in their school day, and that makes a bigger difference than words can express.
So today, I want to say thank you, and please accept these gift baskets as a small token of our appreciation. Thank you for all that you do.
That's crazy. It's been 3 years. That's only 3 years. That's crazy.
I can't believe it.
It was longer.
It does.
It's been a very eventful 3 years.
It feels like it's been long but short in the same aspect.
Yes,
so have you been back in the school since?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I've actually I've been doing a lot of traveling.
Oh wow.
Doing a lot of traveling.
Okay.
So coming back here, all in all, like, and him coming with me was all a blessing. This is like this is a fulfilled promise from God, to be honest. Like, I pray for this. This is.
And so the relationship that you have, God has a purpose, and sometimes it's greater than the ones that it's greater than the one that you thought you had at the early college, because He knew then that you needed to be friends now, because this was going to take place. So.
But God has plans for you.
Yeah.
Plans to
prosper,
not harm.
Tyler was the first friend I made at early college.
Really?
Before early college.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We met each other on the game, and he was like, "Where you going to school at?" And he was like, "Early college." Like, me too. Yeah. Friends since then.
Well, I just remember I was telling him, what was it, 2 days ago, I remember walking into class, so he was expecting me to walk in, Jesus from cheek to cheek.
Well,
you didn't do that same smile you doing right now.
Well, y'all did a great job of representing us today, so we're super excited about the work that you're doing. And feel free to come by the early college anytime you're in the area. Hopefully, as we have some other events, you'll be able to come. Or we'll be able to join yours, because maybe next year, even if it's at the beginning of the school year, I am in contact with our clubs, so our clubs can help do something with your benefit.